they may have started off with good intentions, but then along the way, something may have corrupted their mind. Jealousy, envy, all of these different things. Want to be in your shoes. Like, for example, I'm gonna give you a situation. You remember it, but I remember when I was in high school. I ain't gonna say his name because he don't need no fame. But there was a dude that was on my team in high school that he played the same position to me. We played next to each other, but he got way more tackles than me and all that stuff. But I'm the one that getting all the offers from the schools because I'm showing my versatility. I'm playing. You don't know what nickelback is, but it's like a defensive back. So they don't have to bring a nickelback on the field because I could cover and I was fast. So you got a linebacker that line up on the edge, rush the passer, play nickelback, all these different things. That's value to a team. And he just couldn't understand in his mind, why this dude getting all these offers? I got more tackles than him. I got all these different things. Plus, I'm not from the area. I'm from Lakeland. They from a different area. And it bothered him. But I remember we were going on a trip to Miami. Growing up, Miami was my favorite school. And I remember talking with Miami and the people I was trying to get them to offer, they were trying to offer me, like, we want you to come up for our junior day. I was like, all right, I'll come up. And it was like, but I ain't got no ride there. And it was like, well, can you figure that out? And then I hit him up. I was like, bro, Miami hit me up all this stuff. He's like, man, shoot, I love Miami, my favorite school. I was like, all right, cool, man. You trying to go, man? They interested in us. And he was like, yeah. So I called him back. I was like, yeah, my linebacker next to me, because everything I did, I tried to build him up too. It's like brothers, like we play together. But I didn't know he always had a little secret competition in his mind with me. I was like, yeah, I got my linebacker with me. Like, we the best linebackers in the country. Like, y'all trying to offer him too? It was like, nah, we ain't trying to offer him. And I was like, well, I don't really know. Like, it's crazy because it's an opportunity for me, but I was like, man, I don't really know if I want to go no more because I wanted to see him win that bad. And it was like, let me call you back. Call me back a little bit. Yeah, man, nah, we just looked at this tape. Y'all come on up here. So we get up there to Miami. Mind you, at this time, I'm on crutches and stuff. This after I had that injury that doctors told me that I'd never play again. And so I'm on crutches, and I could walk. I was able to walk. Like, they had just cleared me to walk on my boot, but I went on crutches up there to like, oh, let me see how bad Miami want me. So I'm crutching around, and they saw me on the crutches, and they thought like, oh man, he ain't finna recover from his injury. He's still on crutches. But I really was cleared to walk. But it was like a business move to see, because I done went to all these other schools, and they catered to me, But it's like, y'all got me crutch around instead of, y'all say I'm a top recruit. Y'all got me crutch around instead of on the court like all these other schools did. I pay attention, even though y'all my favorite school. So it's like, we gonna hold off to see how your leg heal up. So, and I talked to him, even with that, I talked to him about my teammate. I was like, all right, that's cool. What about my linebacker, man? Y'all gonna recruit him? He's like, nah, we only told you that so he bring you up here. That was your ride. We didn't want him. I was like, dang, like, we didn't even look at his film. I was like, that's crazy. So I'm going back home, and then, mind you, at this time, I'm homeschooled at this time. I couldn't go to school. Then I eventually come back to school like a few months later once my leg was better, and I see him. It's like, yeah, man, Miami end up offering you? I was like, nah, bro, they worried about my leg. He's like, yeah, they ended up offering me, man, full ride, man. They gonna give me a chance to start first year. But he don't know I know they ain't interested in you. But he was saying that because he knew Miami was my favorite school. Fast forward a little bit more. This gonna get deep. This gonna show you some of the envy that people got on me. Fast forward, so I started getting offered by every school in the country. Mind you, I'm still building him up, even though I know now he envious of it. And it got to the point where one of my coaches was like, be careful around him. Because he's very envious of you, and he'll do anything. And I was like, man, I ain't really worried about that. I know my spirit. I'm like, I still want to see him win. Can't stop what I got going. It got to the point where he was so envious of me because he wasn't getting offers. And it's like anytime he hears something, he got to see me. He do well, it's like, oh, well, Freddie doing this, and it bothered his spirit versus me. I want to see him do well. It got to a point where going into the senior year, he didn't have any offers still, and I'm offered by everybody. So we come into the summer, and I'm rehabbing. I wasn't clear to play until like the third game of the year, my senior year. and still ended up with 130, like 30 tackles. But that anyway. So the summer he wasn't working out. We like, where he at? Come to find out, he told one of our coaches that the doctors told him he couldn't play anymore because of concussions. So like, dang, that sucked, man. That sucked. But then the narrative that started floating around is, oh, he had all these offers from these schools, but because of these concussions, he can't play no more. Like, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but who told you he got all them offers? So he was going around lying to people instead of like facing what he was dealing with head on. I'm still not trying to judge because like he could have the concussion issue and all that stuff. He was telling us the doctor told him he couldn't play sports. And I'm like, okay. So he telling all these kids he had all these offers. Well, I'm not tripping on it. It's like, that's his deal. But then he ended up playing another sport later on. We're like, hold on. Like, the football team, like, hold on, man, we told us you couldn't play sports. And he, ignoring us, didn't want to talk to us, none of that stuff. Fast forward, his daddy was like, man, my son lying. He told our coach, like, my son lying. He's like, none of that stuff. He's like, it's people getting into his ear that's poisoning his mind. He embarrassed because he not getting offers and he don't want to deal with it. He don't want to face it as a man. I'm like, dang. And his pops always showed me love every time he see me and all that stuff. And he kept it real with me, what he thought the situation was. He's like, I think he kind of embarrassed because you getting offers and he not. I'm like, dang, for his pops to say that, that's crazy. And then fast forward a few years later, I'm at Florida State. Then I go with the Bears and he reached out to me. He said, yeah, I'm playing ball now, trying to get into the league. What can I do? In my mind, I'm like, hold on. You get one more concussion, the doctor told you gonna die, right? That's what you told us in high school. So now it's like the lie coming together. He was like, oh man, I don't care, I'm going for this dream, but we all knew he was lying at the time. So he was asking me how he can get in the league. I was like, okay, you just need some film, man. You just need some film. You haven't played. You didn't play in college. You getting back into I don't think he was playing arena at the time. And just everything that I said, it's like, it bothered him. I'm telling him the right way to go about it. It's not 1920 where they holding open trials for everybody. It's not the 1920s. So you got to have film. And he just was like getting mad at me. I'm like, bro. And one of his friends reached out to me. Like, he told me you reached out to him. He's like, Freddie don't respond to him. He's so envious of him. You giving him great advice, but anything you tell him is going to bother him. And some of us will be around people, like everything he did, like you continue to reach out and I always try to set him up to win, but you can do everything in the world, but if a person is envious of you, you'll never be able to do enough. Because they're going to always think that they should have the blessings that God gave you. They get $100 million, you get 101. They upset. They get 100 million, shoot, you only got 10. They mad because you win and they want to see you fall on your face every time. And that's the type of situation that I feel like a lot of us are in that, and we don't necessarily realize it. And I had to see it with him, and it kind of opened my eyes, not because we was close friends, because we weren't. We were teammates. Like, I don't put a lot of people in the category of friends, but I think a lot of us have people around us that have that type of energy, but we call them friends. And that's one of the most dangerous things in the world, like the enemy that you can't see.